Hello guys, what are you up to? I'm doing fine. Let's get started with the news articles for today. Hold on. Mm, Hold on. I couldn't come yesterday for a proper news thing because I was kind of busy with other things and I didn't have my list prepared. I only had some of it, but there were more news articles. So give me some time while I pull up. So, are you following the Israel war? And what do you think about the new Prime Minister of France? There's a new Prime Minister, he's the youngest in the history of France. I think he's 34 or 35. So, what is your take on that? Also, this year's economy doesn't look to be very promising, but let's see how things turn up. Mm, okay. There's been a lot of economic events in the past few days. I will come out with them one by one. And just that. A lot of economic news has come up, and this year's economy for some countries might not be as good as has been expected. So I'll just give out some information to you today, and I will come up with other news articles one by one. Just give me. Okay, let's get started. By the time I grab my cup of tea. Okay, Japan's Nikkei breaks 35,000 for the first time in nearly 34 years. Japan's Nikkei's share average scaled its highest level since February 1990 on Thursday as a weaker yen buoyed exporters in caution over an impending hike by the Bank of Japan continued to fade on the back of weak wage data. The Nikkei rose 1.77% on its third straight day of gains this week, closing at its highest in nearly 34 years at 35,049.86. The index was also on its way to the largest weekly gain since late March 2020. Israel faces genocide charges at World Court. Gazans return to wasteland. Israel faced accusations at the World Court on Thursday of genocide in its war in Gaza as the first residents returned to northern areas where Israeli forces have begun withdrawing, leaving behind scenes of total devastation. 3 months of Israeli bombardment has laid much of the narrow coastal enclave to waste, killing more than 23,000 people and driving nearly the entire population of 2.3 million Palestinians from their homes. An Israeli blockade has sharply restricted supplies of food, fuel, and medicine, creating what the United Nations described as a humanitarian catastrophe. Spot Bitcoin ETFs to start trading in big boost to crypto industry. Several exchange traded funds tied to the spot price of Bitcoin will start trading in the USA on Thursday before the bell in a landmark moment for the cryptocurrency industry that has been demanding regulatory approval for more than a decade. The green light from the US Securities and Exchange Commission finally came late on Wednesday as it approved 11 such ETFs, ending months of negotiations with top asset managers such as BlackRock, ARK Investments, Fidelity, Invesco, and Vanek. BTS, right now I don't have any news for BTS. That you will get tomorrow morning as shorts. All the latest news in shorts given to BTS armies, and that's a promise that I always comply with every day from 11 to 1, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay. This is interesting. Barbecue off the menu in Argentina as inflation nears 200%. Argentine retiree Susana Barrio says she no longer invites her friends over for the traditional asado barbecue, long a key part of social life in the South American farming nation. Fast rising meat and vegetable prices have made the meals hard to afford. Inflation in the country likely topped 200% last year, one of the highest levels in the world. Grocery costs rose particularly fast, hitting people's wallet as salaries and pensions have failed to keep pace. We know right now Argentina is under a huge debt. The economy has gone down, and IMF has offered them help, and the help that has been given to them, the debt that has been, the loan that has been given to them, they are unable to pay the loan. On top of that loan, they have taken more loan, making the scenario worse. 1 minute. For the past couple of years after the COVID-19 pandemic started slowing down, Argentina started facing a lot of problems. Economy went down, and it took loans from World Bank and IMF to pay the debt that they have for the fiscal deficit. They need to pay it off. But what has happened now? that they have taken a lot of loans and they're unable to pay back. Hi, Shaheen, hi. So what has happened right now is Argentina is taking loan on one on top of the other to pay the previous loans. And this is one mistake many countries do because they're unable to pay the loans. Since last year, the country has been hit very, very badly, and now the inflation is at, can you imagine, it's at 200%. The finance minister changed last year, and she promised a lot of things, a lot of new rules that would be implied. They have applied some of them, but most of them have not helped them get rid of the debt that they have towards the banks, the institutions that they have taken. Now their new ruler, I forgot his name, just hold on. The new president, who has come is now. He has implemented a lot of new rules to bring back the economy on track. Many rules have been applied, a lot of new rules and regulations have been implied as soon as he came. I think, if I'm not wrong, he has brought into effect more than 300 rules. I think Xavier Millet is his name. Okay, so he has promised that he's going to change the economy of Argentina for the better. Let's see, let's hope that he does that. Ritu Dinkar, happy Lori to you also. Happy Lori to everyone. Hi. So now the economy has gone down for Argentina. See, there's another news for Argentina. I'll read it out just as I was talking about the debt. Another important news: IMF unlocks another $4.7 billion for Argentina amid economic crisis. Millet austerity cuts. See, they are taking help one after the other and unable to help the people still. Thank you, Ritu. Thank you so much. You're a big fan of mine. Okay, thank you. Argentina and the International Monetary Fund have finalized an agreement to release $4.7 billion as part of a debt restructuring plan for the troubled South American nation. Okay, when someone says that they are my fan, it feels like I'm a celebrity. No, I'm just a normal YouTuber, and YouTube has been a good medium through which I can give out the economic news, give out a lot of information. My idea is to share information with you. I'm also a writer on Quora. If you go and type my name, Nivedita Baidya, you will be able to see my answers. I have written many answers. I think it's around 3,000, if I'm not wrong. I haven't seen. Your dream, what was your dream? My reply? Okay, good. Okay, let me complete this. Argentina and the International Monetary Fund have finalized an agreement to release 4.7 billion as part of a debt restructuring plan for the troubled South American nation. Latin America's third biggest economy is facing dire economic challenges after decades of debt and financial mismanagement, with inflation surpassing 160% year on year and 40% of Argentinians living in poverty. Understandings were reached on a strengthened set of policies to restore macroeconomic stability and bring the current program back on track, the IMF has said. Your talking sense is so beautiful, so elegant, just speaking like a wow. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to bring to you guys some important matter, important information, important news. And though I must admit that you know, I'm not able to give out everything, bring all the important news on a daily basis. I'm trying my best to give you as much as possible. Sometimes when I don't have time, I just tell what I have on my laptop, whatever information I've collected. That is what I do. So I'm just trying to give out as many information, because my followers, my subscribers give me a lot of they give me a lot of feedback. Ma'am, can you please give us economy information? Ma'am, can you tell us on retail? Ma'am, or Didi, can you please tell us about BTS? So that's why all those BTS shots you see, that's because of so many of my subscribers, so many of them, not just Indian. I have from Turkey, I have from Uzbekistan, Russia, from Korea. I have fans from Korea, okay, from South Korea. So many of them write to me. So thank you so much, Ritu. Acha, you're a BTS fan. Okay. Are you subscribed to my channel, Ritu? Because I can't see all my subscribers, and I think I have around 645 subscribers if I'm not wrong. It's not possible for me to remember. Okay. Oh, okay. Where are you from, Ritu? Yeah, where in India? Gurgaon. Okay. I used to work in Gurgaon. My first job was in IBM Gurgaon. I used to live in Delhi at that time. It's been more than 15 years, I think. I worked for 4 years, and then I moved to Mumbai with my parents, and I started working for Reliance, for the real estate research. And the real estate research branch that I used to work with was actually Mukesh Ambani's friend's office. If you know Anand Jain, he's a very close friend of Mukesh Ambani. But when I joined the company, I didn't know that this was actually his friend's company. It was just when I started working, 1 month into my office work, then I came to know that it is actually Mukesh Ambani's. And that work really, really helped me in writing reports, and you know, the way how you handle reports, writing, real estate, speaking over, having a public speech, all of that helped me. So, talk about BTS JK also. Okay, I'll make a video, not a short on him. So I will definitely, but let me find some more information. Right now they are in the military, so I don't have um, much. But let me see if I can. Jungkook is in. What do you like about Jungkook? I like his voice. My favorites as singers from BTS is first Jin, beautiful voice. I love his voice. He has beautiful, and why I praise him so much is because he's not a singer yet. His songs are amazing. After Jin, it's Jungkook. Jungkook's level of singing, like, it's there. He can sing it, I think, if I'm not wrong, at 4 or 5 tones or levels. I don't know what they call it. So that's one thing I like. And yeah, and did you see his new home in where is that? Itaewon. Have you seen his new home? There are many videos on YouTube. Go check it out. Yeah. But as he says, he is quite a difficult person to live with. So we have our ups and downs. Yeah, that's fine. We all have some pluses and minuses. Yeah, okay. Oregon school teacher finds missing Boeing plane part in backyard trees. School teacher Bob Saur said he took a flashlight to his tree filled backyard on Sunday evening on the small chance he might find a plane part that had torn off an Alaska Airlines jet on Friday at an altitude of about 16,000 feet. US authorities investigating the incident on the Boeing 737 MAX 9 that depressurized the plane, leading to an emergency landing, had asked people in the Cedar Hills suburb of Portland, Oregon to look out for the missing door plug as a vital piece of evidence. Where am I from? I am from Mumbai. I'm a Bengali who grew up in Lucknow, who was born in Calcutta, grew up in Lucknow, moved to Delhi, started working in Gurgaon, and then moved on to Mumbai. Yeah. So it's been a lot of like, I've moved a lot. Wait. I have moved a lot in India. My father was with the Ministry of Railways. So when he got transferred, we had to move. Yeah, but nothing compared to BTS. Like they have traveled all around the world, but yeah, it has been quite a journey for me, and I have loved it. They were very trying times and a lot of trouble, also a lot of challenges, but that's part of life. Can't do anything. Yeah. NASA to push back moon mission timelines amid spacecraft delays. NASA is set to delay its next few missions to the moon under a key program as technical hurdles mount with the various spacecraft it intends to use to get there, according to four people who are close to NASA sources. The US Space Agency is expected to announce the plans on Tuesday after spending months tracking progress with contractors and considering changes to the Artemis program, a multi-billion-dollar effort that includes returning the first astronauts to the moon since the last Apollo mission in 1972. Yeah, Jungkook is good looking. Um, I usually don't go on looks. Earlier, I really didn't like Jungkook. Okay, I if you ask me, I don't find anybody that handsome in BTS, but what I like is my favorite is Jimin. Okay, and why I like is because as far as I know him, he is a very down to earth, and he is a very warm person, a very kind hearted person. That is what I think he is. I feel he is very helpful. He comes from an educated family, and his parents are his father is you know quite close with his kids, and they are a very close knit family. Jungkook, on the other hand, uh, is very independent. Though he comes from a very close knit family, I feel that there are things that I don't like about him. I don't watch Weavers live and all that because I don't have that much of time. If I had time on my hand, I have a family to look after and all that, so I divide time. I have to manage time. So what happens is, I saw a couple of yeah, I saw one, I think three Weavers lives which had shots. They made some of those lives into shots where he was drinking a big mug of beer. It's fine, he can eat anything, he can drink anything, it's his life. But that's not the right thing to do. Why? Because there are kids involved in the life. There are kids who are below 15 years of age, there are kids who are 9, 10 years watching that. And he was told by Namjoon not to pour wine, not to take that mug of beer in front of the viewers. That is something I didn't like, but that's fine. I don't judge a person, it's his life. If he drinks too much of beer or if he does all that, someday he might land in trouble. Okay, and he smokes also, which he says he doesn't, but he does. But I like his songs. I listen to his songs uh, almost daily when I'm working, when I'm cooking, or when I'm reading, I'm doing my office work and all that. Sometimes, or just before sleep, I just listen to some of his most melodious tunes and go off to sleep. That's it. But it's fine. Someday, who knows? I might meet him and I would tell him that I do shots on you. And Taylor Swift is, yes, I think she has got the best vocals right now. I feel people say that she is overrated and all that. I don't think so. She is overrated. I think all that fame and all that adulation and all that love is what she deserves. Cruel Summer, yeah. I have. Have you heard Karma? I love that song of hers, Karma, one of my best Taylor Swift songs. She's got a beautiful voice, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Dua Lipa sings well, but I won't say she's got one of the best vocals. I won't say that. Why? Because I also like her, but she's got a typical, baritone kind of a voice. She's very melodious, no doubt, but I I love most of her songs, Dua Lipa's. But as a singer, I think Taylor Swift would be at the position she is right now. Okay, Lufthansa seeks just a couple of more news and then I'll get going for today. Lufthansa seeks to address EU concerns on ITA deal with remedies. German airlines Lufthansa has offered remedies to address EU competition concerns about its bid to buy a minority stake in Italian state-owned ITA Airways. EU antitrust regulators have said the European Commission will now assess the submitted commitments. Lufthansa is ready to cede slots at Milan Linate Airport, where there are overlaps on roughly half a dozen European routes to Lufthansa hubs in Frankfurt, Munich, Zurich, and Vienna. Yeah, Taehyung is also good. He's got a husky voice, but I love his husky voice. Indian refiners set to ask for extra Saudi oil after sharp price cut. Two Indian state refiners are seeking to boost imports of Saudi crude oil after the kingdom cut the official selling price of its key export grade for February to the lowest in 27 months. Indian Oil Corporation, the country's top refiner, and Bharat Petroleum Corp are looking at lifting an additional 1 million barrels of oil each from Saudi Aramco in February as per sources. Thank you so much. I think that will be all for today. And thank you, Ritu, for joining in, for being a valuable subscriber of mine. So, what do you do? Do you work? Happy Lori. Yeah, maybe you can. Oh, you're a professor. Where? That's a very noble a very noble profession. So I respect teachers so much. My mother was also a teacher. PhD in which subject? Oh, pharmacy is a very sought after subject in Korea. Do you know that? Indians go to South Korea to study pharmacy. Do you know that? South Korea is known for good pharmacy courses. That's very good. If you want, you can go, you can, where do you teach? Safdarjung, SDG, what is that? Oh, Gurugram. Okay, that's good. Okay, good. All the best for your future life. Chalo, I'll meet you tomorrow. My time is almost over. I'll have my family back now, so I need to get back to them. And I also do some Kalka Kam. I have to take down, I have to read through reports and then prepare the matter for tomorrow. Otherwise, you won't be able to see the videos. Okay? Bye. Bye, beta. Chalo. Bye.